Hey, look at that. There we are.
Here we are.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Like the Austin Powers when he's all, hey, there you are. And he's all, do I know you? And he's all, no, but there you are.
Right?
That's one of my favorite parts. I love that stupid movie. You know how you can like do Back to the Future, just every word? That's how I am with Austin Powers.
I can do that to a lot of movies. It's weird.
Me too, but Austin Powers, I must have watched that
Pick
movie.
your go-to.
Yeah.
We all know Back to the Future is my go-to.
That is John's go-to.
Oh.
A theme song. This is the theme song for when wife gives you the man.
We're back, fuck faces.
Hi. I know it's been
Somebody
9
said
days.
Somebody said it's been 9 days.
It's been 9 days since you...
It's just because we got all off sequence.
We did. We got off
We're
sequence.
still a little off sequence.
We're going to be... I'm just going to admit now, we're going to be a little off sequence until probably the middle of July. Sorry. We're trying. We're not trying. We're doing. But a lot of things are happening. Kalibi's going to graduate high school. Tyler's going to get married. We're going to Vegas. If you guys... if anybody wants...
Maybe we should do a live Vegas ride drive one.
That's so weird.
Because then we can knock one out maybe on the way home after Vegas. Then we can talk about Vegas.
That would be fun.
It would be kind of fun.
Also, just letting you guys know, if you are in the Vegas area, I have tickets to the Be Love Spread Love, which is the thing that I'm doing. If you guys want to come and see me, it's going to be a huge signing.
Is that porn?
And also the Friday night,
I'm in.
Friday night, I'm doing a live read of one of my books. So.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So Be Love, Spread Love, I have tickets. And also the San Diego signing, if you guys want tickets to that, I'm sure I can get you some. So.
Yeah, and you can see us do a fucking this thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it'll be post that show because I'm sure I'll have a lot to talk about after that.
Hi.
Hopefully we get some people already drinking so they get some good buzz.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
Anyway, yeah, so...
Do you have any notes? Oh!
Not really, but...
No.
I did... You had an eyelash that hit you right there, and I just wiped it. I saved dry.
No,
and then I wiped my nose, so it looked like I just wiped that and then wiped it on my nose, so that's what it looked like.
Was it one of my fake ones?
Probably.
Don't tell
You were
me.
shedding. You know, it's just one single one that shedded on you. It looked like you had a mustache.
A mustache?
Yeah.
And the AI thinks I'm a man.
So I saw this meme the other day. It says, today's kids don't know what humiliation is, and it had a picture of Trax. Traxx. That was Kmart's home, like, house brand. Like the Great Value.
Uh-huh.
But it was Kmart. And they had corduroy pants and shit, and we were freaking... That's your dog.
Should I let her in?
Yeah, probably. But so...
Sorry, guys. It's a Franny kind of... It's going to be a Franny for a while. She's still a pup. Oh, wait. Did we talk about that?
What, her being a puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, about her tearing up the fucking bed?
Yeah.
Cunt.
She's not. She's a baby. Come here, baby.
So, anyway...
Go lay down,
So,
baby.
Trax were like the poor kid shoes and shit like that, and there was a picture of them, and I saw the picture, and I just like probably every other poor Gen X kid probably went, oh, their heart like sinks a little bit because you remember you had to wear that shit. It was awful.
You know what's sad is my parents wouldn't even buy me stuff from Kmart.
Man, that was...
I remember one year, I don't even know, my dad took us shopping into Walmart, and he was so mad that we needed clothes. So what happened was...
Because you had to spend money on clothes?
Yeah.
And not on what he wanted?
No, it's just he doesn't like to spend money. But between my sophomore year to junior year in high school, I got boobs. Big boobs. Quickly. But you have to think...
That happened to me.
You have to think...
I got my junior year and my titties...
I didn't get any new clothes. The only new clothes I would get was hand-me-downs.
Titties got bigger.
The only clothes I got were hand-me-downs, right?
Okay.
So, hold on.
See, now you're running away again and you're leaving me to just look at me. Hi, how are we? Look at me today. Here I am all by myself. Joy's back. See? That was painless, people. You had to deal with me for 10 seconds.
Okay. So,
So you had boobs.
I got boobs.
I got
and, I was wearing clothes
I was touching boobs.
I was wearing clothes from like 4th and 5th grade because I never grew. I was small. So I get these boobs. Do you remember Gizmo from the Gremlins?
Yes.
Okay, I used to have a Gizmo t-shirt. And I was like, Dad, I need new clothes. And my dad's like, your clothes are fine.
Okay.
So I went and I put on the Gizmo t-shirt. Now, mind you, my waist is still small. But I have huge tits now. So Gizmo's eyes were deformed. They were so stretched. So his head was like my whole bust. And then his body looked normal because I was still small.
Like a bobblehead.
So I walked out and my mom goes, what did you do to Gizmo? And my dad got mad. So we went to Walmart.
The fact that he got mad because he had
he was so mad at me. He wouldn't talk to me for weeks afterwards because I got boobs.
That makes no sense. Because you son of a bitch, how dare you get boobs.
He'd also get mad when I'd start my period and I was like, I need stuff. And he'd get so mad.
Like you could control it?
And he wouldn't talk to me.
Like you could control it?
Yeah.
God damn it, you have fucking titties and you're fucking on your period. You're a God, woman. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can't you just control that shit? I mean, I don't pee all the time. I can stop that. I don't have to poop. I can pinch it off.
And then one time I had to do 2 interviews.
Just saying.
So we went and I got 2 skirts and 2 shirts. And it was $75. I will never forget this. And he blew up. And I wore those skirts. I still have them because I cannot throw them away because he was so
much trauma behind
mad that I had to have them.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you were to bring that up to him now.
It would never happen.
It never happened?
No.
You don't know what you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
Or does he just not remember?
No, he just
deflects it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like now when I talk to him, he's like, oh, you were my little girl and I loved you and you'd bounce on my knee.
And you're like, no, you'd freaking look in my mouth to make sure I brush my teeth good enough.
Oh my God, do you remember that?
No, you used to tell me about that.
Oh yeah, he used to get the flashlight.
Oh yeah, and then pull up in boys' yards. Hey, this is Joy. And then take you to the wrong fucking field trip place. You know, you got a lot of packed up shit up in there.
So.
Good God.
Okay, well, let's go here. So, okay. I was at the Comedy Store Sunday and Monday. Monday, Nikki Glazer was there. Nikki Glazer is a beautiful person inside and out. I didn't like her. And I didn't like her because Dr. Hong Kong... So one, Dr. Hong Kong would always say that women aren't funny. So when he would talk to me, he's like, you have a sense of humor like a man, and that's the only reason you're funny and you get jokes.
But you're not really funny. You just have a vagina.
No. Because I act like a man and I think like a man, that's why I'm allowed to be funny.
You know why I know he's got 25% gay at least?
Oh, why?
Because he treats you like a man, but he kept giving you compliments on your ass.
That's true.
Just saying.
He'd always tell me that Nikki Glazer, he was one of his favorites because she is nasty. So therefore she does, because women don't have...
She was extra raunchy.
Well, women don't have personalities and women don't find things funny. So the only way women have personalities and find things funny is if, in fact, you act like a man. So when Nikki Glazer is very pretty and she's doing something that I really want to do. So it was jealous joy plus the fact that Dr. Hong Kong liked her so much, I did not like her. Well, then she's in the green room and she's talking about like how, women, we shouldn't be jealous of each other, and she does it too. And I was like, it was me. I am so sorry that it was me. And she's like, she's like, and then, we all have this packed up trauma from our childhood. And I go, right? I go, anytime I tell people that my mom used to pretend to die all the time, and it was Justine and Nikki, they were sitting they go, what? And I go,
doesn't every parent act like they're dying?
No, dead.
Jesus.
Every once in a while my mom would throw a glass on the floor and it would shatter. And then we would run in and she'd be laying on the floor dead and me and Adam would cry and then she'd jump up and be like, I'm just kidding. And, That is the reason when
You're fine.
That is the reason when my mom had a stroke. For 5 minutes, my dad was yelling at her to knock it off.
Yeah, but then she had the stroke and he wouldn't talk to her.
It's true.
Because he was mad at her. You had a stroke. I will not talk to you. I'm so angry with you because you had to go to the hospital because you were trying to die and shit.
And then he would be like, he's like, I almost killed her. And I was like, well, she is the mom who called stroke so many times.
Man, she really was.
And you know what? She's still, I'll be on the phone with her every once in a while and I'll be like, hey, Mom. And she'll be all, and I'm a Mom. She's like, ah. And I'm like, so,
Jesus.
childhood, they're fun.
You know, I got some trauma from childhood, but not, you know, I remember being a kid that, like, the trauma shit I get was leaving my driveway on my bicycle right as we leave the old school driveway where we used to live, turn left where the sidewalk would be, but there was no sidewalk there yet. And I go down to the corner house on 16th and cross the street. I got a ticket for riding my bike on the wrong side of the road.
How much was it?
I don't know. I got scared and I didn't tell my parents, and they got a letter that said I got a ticket. And they were like, are you fucking serious? For riding my bike on the wrong side of the road.
That guy was a dick.
I watched him. He got out. He was just standing behind his car at the trunk just watching. And he just walked over. All right, here you go.
What a dick.
Yeah. Fucking piece of shit.
I totally rather have parents not talking to me and pretending
That's
to
my
die.
trauma. That's my trauma.
Trauma bonding.
or crashing your bicycle, splitting your chin open and needing stitches, but you live really close, so you're like, fuck, you're always all your friends and there's a bunch of kids there, but you're like, fuck, somebody go grab my mom, I'm bleeding everywhere. And then guess what that turned into the rest of my life?
What?
He got hurt and called for his mommy.
What?
Yeah.
Kids are dicks.
Yeah. People I know, like somebody's like, dude, I heard a story about you the other day, and he started to tell it, and I go, you know what, motherfucker? Well, that's what I heard, and I go, yeah, and they're fucking idiots, and none of them would say that shit to my face. Not one of them.
You too.
So I still got a lot of trauma.
You have anger. I have it happened. It's normal. Parents are normal when they ignore you for weeks.
It's not normal.
It's normal when your parents ignored you for weeks, right? There were months that my dad wouldn't talk to me.
No.
That's normal.
No, it's not.
Well, okay. So now our kids are growing up.
So we're traumatizing them.
So we take Brodie. Brodie needs new shoes. So we take Brodie to go get new shoes.
This is fantastic.
And
I forgot all about that.
We're looking around, and then we go to the clearance aisle at first, because that's just what you do. I mean, not that, whatever. So we walk over to the clearance aisle, and there was these brown high-top Vans. And I was like, these are fucking kind of cool. So I go, hey, Brodie, look at those. And he's like,
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah, he said, I don't really like those.
So I put them away, and then there was a pair of, like, gray Nikes. And I was like, what about these? And he's like, And I go, okay, well, let's go look. Like,
And then he found another pair that was almost that color that you were looking at.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, these are cool, but they didn't have a size.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
No, you can finish it, because I was sitting down.
So at that point, I go, well, let's go back and look again in the where they were doing like a clearance. It was like famous shoe store place.
Yeah, it was buy one get one 50% off for clearance.
So so we're like, cool. You know, these Vans were sitting there, and these brown ones. He walks up and he looks right at the ones that he told Joy no, and then goes, "Ooh, these are cool," and then put them on. Oh, I like them. I'm gonna keep them. And then went up and told Joy, look at these I found.
And John and I immediately locked eyes, and I went.
So before we had gone back to look at
Turn that light off.
Sorry.
There.
So before we went and did that one, in between, there were these cool looking Nikes that were gray and red, and I was like, dude, these are sick. I like these.
I showed him those too.
I would have bought those, right? And Joy was like, oh, these are cool. He's like, I don't really like those too much. You know, that's not really what I want. So off he went, looking around for a second pair for half off, and wouldn't you know, he picked the gray pair with the gray and red Nikes that he said, no, Mom, I don't want those.
But the brown pair.
So 2 pairs of shoes, you chose both of them, and both of them he just said no, and then came back to and acted like, oh no, I picked these. Who the fuck are you?
The brown pair. I looked at, I was all, And John's just behind Brodie fucking dying laughing, and I'm all, oh,
as soon as he did it and walked up to you, I was like, oh, this is going to be fantastic.
Because I know my eyes went.
I already knew, too, because I heard the whole conversation before. I thought, oh, this is fantastic. Like, I just knew it was coming. I was, oh, yeah.
So then Brodie, we're on the couch, and he was like, there's something about Native Americans, and he's like, well, I'm Native American. I'm Chicka Chicka Chew, Mom, right? We're Chicka Chicka Chews. He must have said Chicka Chicka Chew about 50 times.
So is that a different tribe that I don't
and
know
I'm
about?
all, no. And he's like, we're Chicka Chicka Chews, Mom. And I'm like, we're not Chicka Chicka Chews, Brodie. And he's like, what are we? And I'm all, Cha. And he's, oh, we're Choctaw. Fucking called us Chicka Chicka Chews.
Call you chicklets?
Fucking dick. And then, kind of all I have is, Aubrey's bridal shower was this Saturday. And I stayed up very late. And I made her, it was not a quilt, it's more of a blanket, but I printed out some of their engagement photos and on transfer paper, and I transferred them, and it came out okay. But, okay, so, first of all, it was at her aunt's house, and her aunt's house is beautiful. I mean,
their bathroom was the size of our. It's a 1,200 square foot bathroom. We're like, oh my god, that's as big as our house.
So it was me, Michelle, Brandy, and Haley. We walk in, and this little girl greets us, and she's like, hi, and then she just runs away, and we're all, okay. So I get really anxious. So this story is being told from like super anxious joy. That's all this is. So then we walk in, and nobody's like greeting us, and I'm all. And I told Brandy, I go, if nobody talks to us in 2 minutes, I'm gone. Like, I'm done. And Brandy's like, it's fine. So then I'm like, okay. So then I find another little kid, because little kids are better than adults, let's just be honest. And I was like, hey, hon, where are we putting all the presents? And she's like, outside. So we go outside. Their backyard had a pool with a water slide. It had a tennis court, a basketball court, and batting cages. I was all... oh, shit. Beautiful.
Well, at least he marries up. I mean, he dates up, that's for sure. He dates up in a different tax bracket.
I wonder if they're going to make this kid sign a prenup, because, damn, die. He knows what he wants. He likes expensive things.
Well, yeah, I get it.
He likes expensive. So, anyways, we go back in, and
he's
still.
Like his mom, she used to steal it. She likes it so much.
Still, nobody's like talking to us. So I'm like, so I go and I'm like, I need a waters. So I grab a bottle of water and I open it and I take a swig, and it's not water. It's that sparkling stuff, and I'm all.
It's all gross.
Like, and Brandy's like, it's rich people water. Abort. And I'm like, ah. I think it was Brandy that said that. I don't know. One of them, and I was like,
super funny.
I was like, what do I do? And then Michelle's like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to walk by a table. You're going to set it down like you're talking, and then you're just going to forget about it. Because I didn't want to look stupid. Wow. So then we go, and Jamie and Shauna get there, and then finally people start talking to us. And
who are you? Are you the help?
No, no. But I will say they all addressed Michelle first, because Michelle fits. She's blonde, she's skinny, and she's pretty. So they immediately went to Michelle first. It was very funny.
And you're like, no, I'm his aunt.
And that's what she said, and I was all, hi, I'm the mom. And they're like, oh no, I'm kidding. So anyways, we go outside, and we are in our table, and we're talking.
And your table in the back, away from everybody?
No, but we were
They're like, let's separate them.
No. But they...
It'd be surprised if we, go to the wedding and they're like, listen, we're going to need you to sit in the third and fourth rows.
No, stop. They were really nice. But we were all sitting together, and then, Aubrey sits with all of her friends, because it is her bridal shower, so whatever. So we're all sitting there, and then they're like, oh, please get stuff to eat. No, this is also a joy thing. This has nothing to do with anything. Charcuterie boards gross me out.
I still don't even know what
it's an adult Lunchable. It's a board. Okay. It's a cheese platter with salami on it.
Right.
It's a Lunchable. Okay. It's a pretty Lunchable.
Giant Lunchable. Yeah. It's a rich people lunchable. Check.
But here's the thing. I will eat the fuck out of a charcuterie board if it's just like me and my family. Like if it was me and you, cheese, crackers, and salami.
Right, and the family.
Fucking all night long. Like, done. I have a weird thing about people I don't know. Because I'm like, okay, if it was you.
I couldn't poop in public for a long time.
If it was you and you went and took a shit and didn't wash your hands, I would still eat the salami rose with you. And that's truly, it's not anything nasty.
I didn't shit on my hands.
It's a salami rose. It's a salami slices.
Never mind the poo on that one.
But anyway, so I'm like, oh gosh, like and it's all in my head, and I know this. So we get our food and we're eating and we're talking. Now, for 20 years, Jamie and I have said WWMD. What would Michelle do?
Right.
Because our older sister she's the leader. She's the one who leads, and she's the one who's very organized, and she's the one who... Michelle knows how to make things pretty. Like, when I would do, like, book baskets, I would buy everything and just hand it to her in a clump and be like, make this for me. That's just what Michelle does. She makes things pretty. So, and she'll task Jamie and I with stuff. And at first I think she got a little annoyed, or maybe that she thought we were making fun of her when we were saying WWMD. But we were truly like, what the fuck would Michelle do? And she's kind of embraced it now, too, because it's been 20 years. So they had like a throne thing for Aubrey to sit in when she opened her presents, and then they had this like circular thing with a blanket draped over. It was pretty, whatever, but it kept falling over because of the wind. And Michelle's like, if they just would have done this and this and this. And I go, Michelle, this is a WWJD family. They don't know the WWMD. And we all just burst out laughing.
Out loud.
And I hope they didn't think we were talking shit, because we weren't. We were just being us. Like, there was no shit talking. Well, there was one. And that's okay. I will mention that. So then I look over, and there's all the presents. And there's straight up a cake stand with dish soap and, like, dish scrubbers. And like, all the stuff to clean your dishes with. And I looked at Michelle, and I go, man, if somebody would have brought me dish stuff for my bridal shower, I go, I have been so mad. But then Michelle does this like blank stare at me, and I go, oh shit, did you bring that?
Did she?
No, but then we all burst out laughing, and then she's
like, my sister's not that cheap.
And she goes, you're an asshole for thinking I would bring that. I'm like, well, you were staring at me like I said something horribly wrong just now. So we're all fucking laughing. And she goes, Joy, you fucking helped me bring the present that I brought in. And I was like, oh yeah, I did.
Oops.
So then, okay, so I'm at the end cap of the table, and Michelle's to the left and Jamie's to the right. And Aubrey, the throne that she was opening her presents was behind us. So when she started opening her presents, I scooted my chair around to sit next to Michelle, so I could see her opening her presents. Well, there was a lady who really wasn't, like, involved in the party at all. Like, she wasn't coming up and talking to anyone. Well, she's sitting way back in this, like, rocking chair that I really wanted to steal, by the way. And so I look behind me, because I'm me, and I'm like, hey, can you see? And she's like, no, not really.
So you should have just went and tipped that fucking chair over.
No. But it just shook me, because I'm that person. Even if I couldn't see, I'd be like, no, you're fine, because that's just who I am. So I'm not used to people telling the truth. So I scooted over, and I go, is that better? And she's like, no. So then Jamie, like, now I'm like pure panic, and Jamie goes, come sit by me. So I go around with my chair, and I'm sitting next to Jamie, and Jamie goes, I can't see. And I'm all, ah! And she's like, Joy, I'm just kidding.
So you should have asked her when you got on the other side. Can you see now?
Stop.
Is that okay?
Stop. It was fine.
No problem.
So my heart's just all... So then she starts opening her presents. She got 2 coffee makers, an espresso machine and then a coffee machine. And she kept going, I'm addicted to coffee. And I was like, oh my. So now shopping for her for Christmas will be very easy.
They're not going to have any counter space.
I know. I was like,
have
you guys...
coffee makers on every...
you know what?
Can we get rid of... Do we need a K-cup and a freaking...
Yes.
And a...
You know what, though? If that makes her happy, whatever. If she needs to be caffeinated, maybe that's why she's so perky. She just shits all the time because she's got coffee going through her. So she's tiny. That's why she's so tiny. So anyways, she's opening up her presents, And the cake stand with all of the cleaning products was from the mean lady.
Oh.
And I was like, oh!
Really?
Yeah.
This is stuff to clean dishes?
I was all, oh! I mean, the cake stand was pretty. And it had
give this to your husband, your future husband, and make him do it.
Right? Aubrey, yes. If you're listening, don't listen. Please don't listen.
They ain't listening.
So then anyway, so somehow my present keeps getting shuffled back. And I'm all, oh no. Oh no. And I mean, this is dumb, but this is true. I was shaking. Like, I was so nervous.
Why? Because it kept getting pushed to the back?
Because I knew, guess whose present was the very last one to be
Yours.
open? Yeah. And I'm all...
It's weird.
Because here's the thing, too. Not that they would have judged me, but I know church people quilt way better. I don't quilt well. I just make shit. And it's all wonky. And I told her, I even told her.
It looks good.
I go, I made it. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be. And I go, and it's a little cattywampus. Because it was. All my shit is cattywampus. All the kids have a cattywampus.
It's made with love.
It is made with love. And she goes, I wouldn't expect anything else from you that isn't cattywampus. And I was like, oh, you know me well.
I'm not sure how to take that. like, is that like a... Because you're...
I'm like, all right, daughter-in-law. All right, I see you.
I really like the person you want to be. What?
No,
that's what I hear.
No, I think she's comfortable with me, and I never realized. I always thought I was like the more mature, like smart one, but I'm dingy.
Okay, but here's the thing: you're more mature than me, so
that's scary.
So that's what makes you feel like you're like that way.
Is that why it makes me feel immature?
It makes you feel more mature, like I feel like I'm way more mature because you're married to me.
No,
and I'm like 12. I hold grudges. I'm grumpy all the time.
So anyway, so she goes and she opens the card. By the way, we got her a $100 Amazon card too, because I'm all, if she hates this thing, then here's money. I'll pay her off. And she opens it, but the way she opens it, the back is towards her, and all the engagement photos are towards us. And all of them go, oh, and I'm all, and I'm not kidding you. Like, I had the biggest adrenaline spike because I was like, oh, she's gonna hate this. This was the dumbest idea I've ever done. Why are you so stupid? Like all this, and then they're all turning it around, and she turns it around, and she's like, oh my god, thank you so much. I was like,
it's so cattywampus.
It's the most cattywampus thing I've ever had. And then so
I've always wanted something cattywampus.
The Barnett's for the win.
Just saying.
And then basically they were like, oh, thank you for coming. Get a cookie. And I was like, okay, cool. So we all...
Party was over, huh? Last
I mean, they weren't kicking us out, but they were just like, if you want to leave, this is... And they played a game, too.
The game was like hide and seek outside. And then they get you guys outside and lock the door.
They're all...
Fuck, we got rid of them.
No, they were nice. But, it was funny, like, the game, I now know how many children they want. So.
Yep, alright.
And it was a
luck.
lot. But also, it was all, what is Tyler's most prized possession? And all of us around the table wrote, his rig.
His little simulation rig.
His rig.
Yep.
And we were all right.
Was she right?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was right.
Well, they were like, a lot of them were like, what's a rig? What's a PC? You know, I was like, a PC, not a pussy.
I saw that. I saw their friend Grace the other day.
Oh, I love her.
No, today, this morning.
She wasn't at the...
I know. I was. She said she was out of town getting drunk.
Oh,
partying
good for
with
her.
friends.
That a girl. That's my girl.
She said she was having drinks and doing something. I said, oh, cool. And I said, well, Joy was looking for you.
All of us were looking for her.
And she goes, I love your family.
All of us.
I go, well, they adopted you, so you're good.
Yes, and so, and then we
That's
left.
A wrap?
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
Did I do anything?
And then Sunday I worked.
I did some yard work. Played some disc golf.
Monday.
That's pretty much it. Oh, and we got Brodie now playing football.
Oh, Brodie's in football.
So now I'm committed to practice 5 days a week again.
Yes.
Not him. I am committed again, and that sucks. I didn't want to be committed anymore.
Gosh, it's fine. Oh, and then...
I don't mind him playing. I think it's great, but...
I also, yesterday, I got to massage my friend Jenny. I haven't massaged her forever. It was her and Derek and my boyfriend Charlie. He's a dog. He loves me. He got in trouble because he kept jumping on the couch. And I was like, you're going to get me. And Jenny and I are going to have a sleepover when Derek goes out of town for a con.
Later.
So that's fun. And, I'm making something very, very cool for the live signing. And
what are you making?
I don't want to say.
I don't even get to know?
I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay.
But anybody who buys tickets for the live podcast, you guys are going to get some really cool, like just walking in, you get really cool shit.
Like a little gift bag?
Yeah, you're going to get a gift bag. And then John and I are also going to give away prizes.
What?
And if it goes through, I really, really hope it does happen.
I'm the prize.
I'm giving John away. Bye. We're just going to give everybody lemon. That would be fucking hilarious, actually.
Lemon in a bag.
Yes. Actually, we should find lemon shots. Okay, anyways, now I'm just thinking. Anyway, if it happens, it is a good possibility. We are going to have some pretty cool special guests on the air. And I'm super excited. If they come. They said they were going to come. I really hope they do because it would be fun.
It would be fun.
So
you'll have to tell me later.
You're the one who invited them.
Oh.
All right. So do you have anything else?
No, that's it. Let's get out of here.
All right. Lick, clit, surprise.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. I think there was one more thing I needed to say.
Lick it and subscribe.
Yeah. And
come see us in San Diego.
Also, if you guys are in the LA area, Netflix is a Joke is going to start at the beginning of May. And I think it's the first weekend of May. There's going to be a goddamn comedy jam at the Palladium.
Oh, damn.
And I don't even know if I'm invited. I'll have to ask Josh.
You are.
But Josh Adam Myers puts on, and the LMNOP band put on one fucking hell of a show. Highly, highly recommend. There's going to be some really cool people at the, like, really cool people. Because you have to think right now, Netflix is the Joke. Everybody's going to be in LA. Right. So Josh has access to so many people.
Which means maybe you should be hanging out at the Comedy Store the next couple weeks a lot.
Probably. We should be going to the Comedy Store. All right, so if you want to go and you want to see John and I at the live podcast, go on Eventbrite, and it's Love and Devotion San Diego 2024. There's also don't click on the Love and Devotion Burbank 2025. That's going to be a 2-day con. That's going to be nuts. We'll worry about that next year. But you guys can get tickets. I think they're $15. They're limited, so you guys got to get them now if you want your prizes.
Seats are actually filling up.
Shockingly. And yeah. So
like 4 people there's like 4 chairs, and we've got like 3 people filled up in those chairs. So you got 1 chair left. If you want to go, 1 chair.
And yeah, so
maybe we could fit some more.
Okay, so lick John's clit and surprise.
Fuck it, eh? Good day. Have a good week. We'll see you.